Welcome back everyone, Ronan here. I ended up doing a recording to try to make a guide with tips and tricks, and I lost the audio file by a stupid mistake. I saved over it. So even with this video, I felt there was still a lot of information I could convey and pass on. So I do make some mistakes, learn from them. That's what I did from watching my video. I didn't intend on actually finishing this map. My goal was to come in, kill maybe 1-2 groups of enemies, and run out just for the experience. I didn't think I could kill a medium-sized aircraft early on in the game. You want to take a soldier that can move pretty far. By taking this soldier, now I'm going to pop my motion tracker to help me. And you can't see it under the camera again, but there's a group on the left. Now that's the ship. My whole plan with this mission was to do a hit and run. Come in, kill a group or two, and leave. I had no intentions of clearing the map because it's a medium craft really early on in the game. I did not think I would make it, but I didn't want to just quit right away. So I took down the aircraft just to get a few weapon fragments and such. So you take the first character and move them as far as you can within reason, as long as there's enough cover for everybody else. And you move them far enough, but still keep them in cover. So I move that character there. And then what I ended up doing is you don't want to pass that character. That character sees what you need to see right now. He gives you the sight and he didn't pull anything. You want to keep that up until you do find your enemy. Because the enemy doesn't attack you on the first turn. When you spawn the enemy, they will not attack you. So always move behind your character. So you never go past it. That way you never pull more than that first initial character saw. And I think that's what a lot of people do make mistakes with. Now the benefit of this is they kind of share a similar line of sight, which also means that if an enemy does patrol in your crosshairs and you are in Overwatch at the time, everybody should be taking the same shot or relative position for that shot. So you get more shots on that first character that's not yet pulled, or first group. Problem is, you're probably all going to shoot the same one, so if it dies, then you've wasted some shots on another one. So you want to repeat these steps the whole way through. Always look for a good position for full cover and move to it with that first person. And don't move past that with the rest. Now, I do have 2 heavy soldiers, well, 1 sniper and 1 heavy, that they can't move and shoot. So, using the same rules, I find a good spot for them to be in Overwatch, or try to. Now, at the end of the turn, you want to listen, and there I heard floaters. So I know there's floaters on the map, and I don't know where they are, but I know that that's probably one of the pools I'm anticipating fighting. I know I had a lot of audio going. I can't recreate what I was saying, but if you follow these next few turns, this is what I'm doing. Move, then everybody moves to that same location. And I'm just trying to keep them as a group and maximum Overwatch for when I pull the group.
There's something out there. Copy that. Aye, aye, Commander. Aye, aye, Commander. On my way. Solid copy. I'm rolling. I'm right, Commander. Ready now. Watch. Quiet, ears spin. Heading out. Aye, operator. Yes, Commander. On my way. Heading out. I'm moving.
So at the end of this turn, after I've done the same movement the whole time, every time, and I was trying to find somewhere to go, I thought they were in the far end here where it's dark. I noticed they sent me a, the little beam that says the enemy's in this direction. So I made a big mistake. I decided to do a dashing move because I thought they were there, and my initial thought was to try to get behind them if I could. And if you basically spawn in a certain location, then they move away from you generally, or at least where they can flank you. I made a big mistake. I didn't think they would be there. I thought they would be somewhere else. So I put myself into an all-around flank pretty much, which is bad. Now I was thinking, well, I was only doing this for the video, so I might as well just reset. But I played on, and it actually worked out quite well. So even though I'm not taking many shots right at the beginning, I am pretty lucky with this turn, how it turned out. A few things could have gone way wrong, and I'm lucky it didn't. So let's try to explain the turn. So I'm trying to flank them and restrict their movement, because I know they're not in Overwatch, because when they pull, they don't get a hit off you. They just get to move to cover. So if I can cancel out angles that they are trying to kill my soldier, which he's like wide open, and because I dashed, he can't move, so he's fucked. So I'm trying to cancel out those angles. Even though I can't attack, I'm trying to get in positions to save him, because he is screwed. So I checked my options, and I decided to use a flashbang. You may not get those in vanilla, but in the long war, these are like my favorite new grenades. They're awesome. It's like the suppression fire. It reduces their chance to hit by quite a bit, and it counts as an interrupt for Overwatch. So here I'm grasping at straws. I don't know what to do. I'm pretty sure this guy's dead.
Heading there now.
So I'm hoping at this point my sniper can be in a proper spot.
They've got me locked down.
So my guy gets suppressed. I thought for sure somebody was get shot, and I realized that flashbang made him, even though he's in the open, they only get 1 in 10% chance to hit, which is amazing. It saved this guy's life. Now this guy comes around the corner, takes a shot, 77%. I'm like, oh, this guy's dead. He didn't die, he just panicked. Great, I can play on with this. Now he hunkered down, which is useless because everybody else is behind him. Now I'm trying to think for the second turn, what do I do? So I'm trying to salvage this pull because I just want to get out of there. And I'm just trying to think, can I save him? So I got really lucky. I tried taking some shots. The big thing is if you can cancel out the person that's suppressing, or at least being suppressed, by killing or stunning the other alien, it will actually help you out, because then it frees up a soldier that either can't move or can't really shoot very well because he's suppressed. Now I'm trying to think of the best place to put her for cover, because if I move her too close, it's easy for the alien to just turn around and fight me back. And because of the 180 lines, how it works, there wasn't really a position for me to get a good flank on that alien, because he's in a corner position. Even though it's half cover, it's good enough for me to not hit him. So I don't like the odds of missing. So here, instead of shooting, it's 54% chance. I didn't like the odds, and it was only for 3 damage. It wouldn't have killed it. So I used a flashbang again. Now it stops the suppression. And his chance to hit is going to be really low, so she should be fine for a turn. And their movement speed is reduced. Then I've already used 2 flashbangs in the first 2 turns. So I decided to go for a kill. Actually, no. I decided to go to try to flank. I was looking for a spot to be able to flank the other one that's still flanking my soldier. So I used run and gun and get to the only spot I noticed I had full cover. Or that's the plan I wanted to do anyway. So I'm looking around to see if I can't get rid of the one that was suppressing. Even though his aim kind of sucks, I don't want to be in the open with him. So I noticed that my scout, which you won't get, it'd be equivalent right now of a snapshot sniper in vanilla. And I noticed that I could take a shot, a chance. So I managed to kill him, which I got really lucky with 44%. So then I move him to the only spot I noticed would be a good way to flank the one behind that row that I can't see right now, but I know he's there because of my panic soldier right now. So I run and gun. If I had explosives, I could have shot the other or killed the other 2. So I knew he was there. Now I didn't get a flank because I didn't plan properly for that 180, but I still kill him. I got lucky. That I didn't plan on. And there's a lot of this. You can make guides for XCOM, but you can't factor in everything. There's a lot of what ifs. And you try to control the enemy as much as you can, it just doesn't always happen. So you have to, with these guys, you have to be able to think on your feet and see how it's going to happen. Now, I don't remember every single decision I've made, but 44% because of squad sight, what I'm trying to convey here, he doesn't see me. The only reason why I see him is because of squad sight. So he doesn't know he's there, so he's safe in half cover, at least for now. So I have my sniper here, and I don't know where the other one is. So I took a chance and did a dashing move in case the other one is in Overwatch, which generally should be.
Roger, Dodger.
There he is. What ended up happening is he moved twice instead of moving once for Overwatch, so that he could find high cover, or at least a good form of cover in the AI's mind as to where I was. So now I'm trying to see how I can salvage this. So I don't really have high cover, but I decided to take a flanking chance.
Copy that.
So 100% took a shot. That's one less enemy to worry about.
He's down.
So I move on a little bit farther. What I ended up doing, instead of shooting at this one that's left, is I get everybody that I can into high cover to flank him to move to somewhere that I could control, so that he could move away from the one I already got wounded and not take shots at anybody in half cover. So I start moving everybody into high cover as much as I can and trying to focus on flanking him on the next turn.
Hey, location. Okay.
So next turn happens, he moves, and I thought he was gonna take a shot at somebody, but he decided to suppress. Because I thought for sure being low cover would have been bad. Now, for this turn, I'm kind of lost here because I don't have anybody that can just go in and kill it. But I have my machine gunner, and I decided to do suppressive fire instead of just firing, because that's 50-50. I didn't want to take a chance. He was the only one with a 50-50 chance. But suppressive fire reduces aim by like 30, so he wouldn't be able to hit anybody, or at least a really low chance of hitting anybody that's even in low cover. And I didn't have to worry about anybody else right now, because this whole map now had been cleared. I got lucky that the rest of the aliens were in the UFO. So I move on for a chance to hit. He's suppressed, so he doesn't really get anything good. So his aim kind of sucks right now because of suppressive fire and high cover from the sectoid. So finally get my assault in there, shoot him. I basically just kept him in suppressive fire to prevent him from moving, and I actually used an overwatch to make him have to take 2 hits in case he decided to move. So he wouldn't move, and he'd be stuck there just taking shots that he can't really do anything with. So that ends one firefight. What you want to do now is reload and regroup. You want to get into positions that will not pull anything else if you can, and regroup, reload, get everybody back to a ready state. So I'm going to use the same method, and once I get everybody stacked and ready, I'm going to start moving again the same way. So move one person to high cover, or at least the best possible cover, and then move on like that and leapfrog. So I do try to get my 2 heavy weapons on the roof, and you can see this, that I don't go straight to the wall, just in case you spawn something and the rest of the group is not ready. I actually take steps to go around windows and places that I could be found out, just so that I can get ready for the rest of the pull. At this point, nothing has showed up yet, so I'm pretty comfortable that I'm not going to spawn anything until I'm ready. So I finally put the sniper on the roof and the machine gunner on the roof to a good enough spot. I didn't notice, now that I'm watching it, I do see it, the ship's front is actually blown off. So that is how I ended up spawning a group before I was fully ready, because you can see them in that room probably right now. And here, I can see there's 4, but I forgot how many I actually saw because they moved so fast out of my sight. So at this point, I don't know what I was thinking, but I decided to keep going. So we ended up taking them out. We had really good cover for this. So it was pretty easy to take out the floaters this time around, because I had the superior fighting position of high cover and height advantage. So once the fight is done, I thought for sure there was 1 left. So I make sure everybody reloads. I keep my assault in high cover or hunker down just in case. Because floaters have really good aim, especially if they're flying. And that light plasma pistol. or light plasma rifle. So I don't see the last one. I don't see the last one. So I thought maybe there's only 3. So same thing. I'm using the same stacking principles. I move one person to cover, keep everybody behind it. Just like if I was not expecting combat. It's a good thing I kept everybody behind at least light cover, because there was another floater that pops up after. I managed to move 2 or 3 turns before the floater shows up again. So we reached the ship. At this point, really, I just wanted to leave. I just wanted to get out. I'm like, you know, we're so close. I'm only here for a few kills, for a little bit of experience. But I had everybody pretty much full health. I try to look for high cover, try to make this work. And still nothing spawned. The doors could open at any time. And then that last floater, which I thought I saw 4 earlier, but I wasn't sure, pops up. So, here I haven't spawned the rest or anything else yet. So as long as I don't go out of my way and I stay in this room, in my mind, I'm safe. So I decided to play on and just kill that floater, hopefully. So I managed to kill him. And I try to use this room as my new, fire base. Try to move everybody behind high cover, set them all up. Here you want to make sure you reload, and you keep some people in Overwatch, because it's very easy for them to just go through the door and open up the door. And by them, I mean the alien. I'm pretty much ready. I was going to open the door on the next turn. These guys come out. So I got pretty lucky with close combat specialist, I think. And here, even looking at the video, I only saw 2, and I was really surprised. The outsiders actually got a chance to hit before initiating. I don't know if that's a new thing in Long War. That should not have happened. They should not have attacked right now. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe my Overwatch set them off. I don't know. So right now I'm like, what is going on? The outsider blew up my cover for my 2 guys that are by the door. So I got no cover there anymore. It used to be full cover. And I'm anticipating a death for sure. I'm like, somebody is dying. One guy is suppressed, nothing I can do about it. He's stuck there. So I'm trying to assess what I can do. At least the thin man died. I don't see any acid in the middle of the room, but it's still there because somebody walks through it and gets poisoned. So at this point, the only person I can't move is my sniper, because he's suppressed, but nobody else is in Overwatch. So I'm debating making a dashing move to the outside to where I don't see what the cover is like. I'm hoping I find some high cover. The problem with moving there is I could risk spawning another group. I don't want that to happen right now, but it's my only chance because he's standing in the open right now. So I'm trying to look for a good covering spot. That shot missed. I got lucky. I don't know what the percentage was. I didn't check even on the second time looking at this. He's safe now. He's behind high cover. He's good. Because in my mind, the outsiders were going to come and flank me. And that's bad. So I get her, even though I could get 2 shots off with her, which could have been good, I decided to just try to get to that 1 shot. I got lucky with a crit. Now I still have to play around with my assault, and I have 2 people that have to move out of there. Because the low cover is just not good enough. Especially with 2 outsiders that can shoot really well. They can move really far. You regenerate health. They're kind of overpowered. If you're playing on vanilla mode, don't worry, the outsiders are not that strong. I move my scout. I end up getting hit by acid. I didn't see it. It is there, but it's very faint. So his aim is reduced, and because he has a marksman's rifle, the chance of him to hit is much lower. I should have taken the chance with the rifle, and that leaves my machine gunner. Now my machine gunner has nowhere to go for proper cover. And watching back at the video, knowing what's going to happen, maybe I should have taken different steps. Again, it pisses me off watching the video because certain things should have happened better, but I have been pretty lucky so far. So it leaves my assault. I'm trying to think where I could put him for run and gun. So I decided to move my... Okay, and rewatching this video when I was talking about line of sight, I could have moved my assault one step left of where I actually did by the time I move them, because they would not have seen through that anyway because of line of sight. Because where my machine gunner was, all those are heavy cover. That means that the outsiders would not have been able to see past those, and I could have put somebody in light cover behind there and it would have been safe. And then out of nowhere, another seeker appeared and hit me. And I didn't see where that seeker came from. I didn't see it earlier. I don't know how it was, like on the roof. No idea. It would have had to have been stealth. I don't know.
Incoming fire.
So it's back to my turn. Now I'm trying to figure out how to deal with this. Sniper rifles can't shoot close range anymore. So I decided to take 2 shots. 1 hit. But then the new damage reduction system in Long War is really good, but kind of ticked me off there. So I can't shoot it with my sniper rifle. So I tried to shoot it with my pistol. No damage. So pistols can't penetrate their skin. And because I'm close range again with this one, and he's covered in acid, so his aim is lowered, there's nothing I could have done to save my sniper that turn. So I have to move my assault, take care of that, which is a mistake. I shouldn't have used him to take care of it.
Target eliminated.
Like, rewatching now, there's a few mistakes that I could have avoided, but still, like, it's a learning experience. Hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes. And again, I'm sorry that the audio got lost, but... So then I thought maybe if I brought him here, distract them for a turn. Now, for the rest of the fight, I end up using my heavy to suppress the one over there. Now that one, I tried to shoot again with my pistol in case I crit. I don't know, I was just grasping at straws here. And again, nothing. No damage. You cannot damage them with normal pistols. Which sucks. So on this turn, it's stealth. I'm like, oh sweet, I can't unstealth in the same turn. Nope, not in the Long War. So, boom, dead. So I lost a sniper. I was telling myself, well, it's not a big deal. I was just doing this for video, so I'm just gonna restart anyway. It's not a big deal. But I was doing pretty well other than that. And it's kind of a shitty situation anyway. So one guy panics, kind of sucks. Now I'm trying to think of what else to do and how to get out of this spot. So I managed to kill it on this turn with my infantry. And that leaves my heavy to just keep suppressing that one enemy. But there's still another one that could take a good shot at her. So it's pretty risky. So on this one, I moved my assault closer.
Heading out.
I wasn't sure if I could use the close combat specialist or through the wall, but I don't think that soldier actually had it now that I look at the buff. So I took a hit, took a good chunk out of him, but because it's Long War, they heal. So I flashbanged them to give me another turn. So I got lucky. Well, their aim is kind of shit right now. Now you can see he reloaded, which is nice for me, and regenerated 3 health. Now I don't really have much else, and to try to take down those 2 guys kind of sucks. So I was lucky I had one more round of suppressive. Had one more round of suppression on my heavy, and I do it on the far one while I try to sneak around the corner with her because of line of sight that I tried covering earlier. They don't know she's there, even though her steps are pretty loud on the metal. So suppressing fire on the one that is in squad sight, which is a nice addition now, because it's the one I'm not going to try to kill. It's full health this turn. I want to kill the one that's almost dead. So I don't want to leave myself in the open, because even though suppressive fire is good, it could still mean a crit and a dead soldier if I don't place myself properly. So he's got 2 hits, so it's a good attempt with my infantry because he's got bullet storm. So I take 2 shots, and I don't think I kill it. So I decided to go in closer, risk a possible flank, and kill this one. So that worked well. Now he's pretty useless right now. He's got nowhere to go. So I just keep him in high cover. Yeah, I just move him closer, but in high cover. Just in the hope that he doesn't move somewhere that he could get flanked easily. That was what I was hoping for at this point. This is my last chance. He hunkered down. I want to flank him because if not, I can't hit him. And I just start going out of cover, and it shows here with my 2nd infantry, his chance to hit is, I think, 1%. Because of that 180. He can't sidestep, he's not behind cover. So 20% chance to hit doesn't work. So luckily, I reloaded my assault earlier, and I was able to finish him off with my assault trooper. If I wouldn't have reloaded my assault earlier, I would probably have not had enough ammo to kill him, and by what I'm doing right now, I would have lost. See, 1% fire or a chance to hit. Last chance. Shotgun. All in all, this worked out really well. I didn't anticipate taking down a medium airship on my, I think, 1st month, maybe 2nd month in the Long War. It was a big risk. It was all about making a video to show tips and tricks, and hopefully by showing the gameplay and trying to put my audio to it. I'm sorry that I lost the file. I'm really pissed off at myself for it. And hopefully it won't happen again. I will never do 2 recordings one after another. Or at least make sure I export them and save them properly. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I try to upload tips and tricks to improve your gaming experience. Hopefully you liked the video, and I'll catch you in the next one with proper audio. Have a good night, guys.